What's good, guys? Big Red Cluffy back at it again. Today we have sniper tips and tricks. To start it off, we're going to go simple. If your opponent is not moving, standing still, aiming at somebody else, go for the head, take them out, and make sure you take your time to make sure you get that for sure headshot. If your opponent is slightly moving, then wait for the perfect moment to strike. If you're confident in your shot, then go ahead and take it. And if you believe you can still take them out, even if you miss, feel free to take a shot. Because I'll tell you what, sniper shots are definitely satisfying when you hit your opponent, whether it's in the head or the body. More simple tips to never forget: don't hard peek when using a sniper, especially in duo or squad games. If you're in third person, use that third person peeking feature. If you're in first person, use your cover and just peek left and right, side to side, till you find where your opponent is and take some shots. Another simple tip is to make sure you stop right where you're at, hold your breath, and take the shot. If you want to see where your shot is going, make sure you stay in your scope. Especially if your opponent is running, you want to adjust your shot with wherever your bullet lands behind your target, because that way you could adjust slightly forward or you adjust slightly backwards for your next shot. Every shot is definitely situational, so you never know how your opponent's going to move, if they're going to maneuver left and right, if they're going to crouch, if they're going to stop and aim back at you. So you want to prepare for every situation. Especially when using bolt action rifles, you want to always keep your eye on your target to see what they're up to, just to make sure, they're not hard picking you behind a rock or they're going to stop and aim at you. Keep in mind what sniper you're using and what scope you're using, because determining these things will help you adjust for each shot, whether you need to aim higher, more in front, or more behind your most recent shots. I much prefer aiming higher if my opponent's farther away instead of using the zeroing distance option. Because since the start of PUBG, I've never used zeroing distance and I've always just aimed a little bit higher if the opponent is super far away. But keep in mind, if you're using like a 4 times or 3 times, your opponent may seem farther away than they actually are. So don't aim too high and don't aim too low. Practice makes perfect, all in all though. Now, when your opponent is moving, running left and right, there isn't much time to determine how far they are or what type of movements they're going to be. So taking a shot, determining their movement, and adjusting your shot from your most recent shot is the best way to do it, in my opinion. But if you're taking your first shot and your opponent hasn't figured out that you're aiming at them, then make sure you take your time, adjust to their speed, their movement, and take a smart shot. Now, don't think you'll land every shot, but build the confidence to take a shot. That way, if you hit your opponent, whether it's in the body or arm, you could push up on them because they'll be in panic and take advantage of that situation. Snipers are hard to use in general, but the more practice you put into it, the better you'll get. And in due time, you'll be confident in your shot. But that's it for today's video, guys. If this video helped you at all, please give it a like. I'm shooting for 50 likes, so help me achieve that goal. Sub to the channel if you haven't already. And make sure you hit the bell for a little ring-a-ding-ding to get notified when the next video of mine goes live. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.